talking about Alpha. Alpha is a Nigerian movie on YouTube by Nolly Film Media, and it's an intriguing story about grace, mercy, punishment, the pains of life, and the consequences of actions. No matter how far you go in life, your past mistakes could catch up with you. And the characters, the actors. Obasi-Nze plays the role of Pastor Fred, aka Alpha. Obasi-Nze plays the role of Grace, a woman who is very bitter. Then you have Inen King playing the role of Linda, the pastor's wife, and then their little daughter played by Uju, Emanuela, Zara, and of course there's Rita played by another talented actress. The cast did a good job bringing every character to life. The acting was real. I found myself crying at so many points in this particular film. The costume, hair, and makeup was on point for each character. You could relate with the characters in their costumes. And the setting, because it's a Christian, it's set in the Christian world. So there's the church scenes, you see the church members, the church environment. That churchy vibe was definitely seen throughout the film. The sound was beautiful. The sound was amazing. Every scene, the song that was placed there, the sound placed was perfect for the scene. It got you in the mood. It got you intrigued. If you're crying, the song there makes you cry. And the sound wasn't just, it wasn't just like sound. They just put a tune. The words of the song resonate with what is happening at that point in time, with the storyline. And coming to the story, it's a beautiful but very sad story about a man who was a very big gangster back in the day, and he was Alpha, known as Alpha. He killed a man and his son during a robbery because he said the man wasted his time before they could find the money that they came to steal. And eventually what happens is he goes to jail, he's back, he finds Christ, and now this woman Grace, who happens to be the wife of the man he killed, she finds out that this man who took away her family from her is a man of God, and she just can't fathom how God can forgive someone like that. She can't wrap her head around how is he happy, he's married, has a family, and she is still bitter, lonely, and drowning in sadness and trauma and pain. She goes to the church, a lot of things happen. She even tries to get justice by putting it in the public domain. However, things don't go in her favor. They end up in court. The judgment doesn't turn out in her favor because he does admit to his crimes. The judge says for lack of evidence, he's not guilty, and she's still filled with so much pain and rage. Eventually, she uses her car to hit Zara, the pastor's daughter, and unfortunately, she dies because of this action, which makes his wife Linda very bitter. It's a painful situation. The story is good. This is one of the strong stories that I've seen on YouTube. It's a strong story. It's carrying a strong message that we should all learn from, not just about healing, but about being cautious of every action we are taking as human beings, and knowing that yes, the grace of God is available to us and the mercies of God will always abound for us. But hey, actions always have consequences. And beyond that, if you are on the other side and there's been an offense, I do hope that you find peace, you find healing, because this story, that's just the biggest lesson I took from the story. You need to find that peace, that inner peace, that healing. Without it, you can't move on. You live better and continue. The message of forgiveness in this story cannot be undermined. Right throughout the film, it's telling you forgiveness. And I'll say this is a straight 8 out of 10. Go to YouTube and watch Alpha. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.